Hello everyone, it's Adam with the Gaming Cave, doing my first Arena Standard video. Today I'm going to play Blue-White Control and Standard, kind of a rogue deck that I've been working on. There's my my tag, if you want to add me on Arena. The season reset a couple weeks ago, and I was waiting for my new tablet to come in, so I am quite low rank-wise, and I do not play Limited. So let's go check out the deck. So here's what we're playing. A lot of this is probably pretty obvious if you play any Standard. And if you know me, I always play 61 cards. So 3 portable holes, for the aggressive decks. Fateful Absence, just incredible card. Nothing more to really be said there. Sunset Revelry again for the aggressive matchups. And even in the control card, in the control mirror, you can really cycle this away. Disdainful Stroke, Sock coming. Those are our 2 counter spells. I don't really classify this as a counter spell, but this can really be great. And it can also be quite bad. I see it in both, but I do enjoy playing with the card. Borrowed Time is just this format's Banishing Light. Divide by Zero. I see this get a lot of play. I'm not particularly high on it, but I'm still trying it. Memory Deluge. This is just the best card draw spell in Standard. Then we round out with a Dragon. There's just not really another good finisher in blue. Doomscar, obviously, just our sweeper, our Wrath of God effect. I play one Vanquish the Horde too. I just like 5 sweepers in all my control decks. Seagate Restoration, that's an island, or draw a few cards. Also not a huge fan of that card. Alrund's Epiphany, I do only run 3. I don't know, in a complete control shell, I just don't think it's as good as it is in a lot of the other builds where this card sees play. Amiria's Call, just another finisher and or basic planes. And this is just the pet card that I play with, Mordenkainen. I love the dogs. And since the finishers in these decks are fairly weak anyway, this is, a fine addition. And then here we are with, a plethora of lands, most of which you're probably familiar with. The Hall of Storm Giants, we'll review real quick. Just Blue's Man Land. It's probably the best of the man lands. We play one of the white one. Not great. It's fine. Then your basics, a couple duels, and then your Field of Ruin to take care of any problematic lands your opponent may play. Well, let's get into the first game. I only typically play best of ones. Standard ranked, of course. I do have the audio on. It's quite low, so I'll take a listen to it, as will you, and we'll discuss it in the comments section. I don't know. I like the noises and the animations, but maybe it's not great for streaming. So we'll find out. Let's go find an opponent. Just loading in here. Like I said, I have the volume quite low, so hopefully it's not drowning me out, and it's just kind of a faint sound in the background. This hand is quite good if we're playing against an aggressive deck. Not so much if we're against the control mirror. So we'll keep it. This is probably blue-white or blue-red dragons. We'll see. Could be one of those Delver variants. So for this hand, we're going to start off with, obviously we have the Deserted Beach over here. That requires 2 basics to come in untapped. Or 2 lands, I believe. I don't know if it's basics. I think it's just 2 lands, yeah. So we'll go through that. Nope, this might actually be the Delver deck. So we're, again, we'll go with another land here. We'll go Plains. And we'll just shut this thing off right away. Get some value out of Portable Hole. Another smoldering egg. So there we go. We got 2 lands, so now we can go ahead and slam this down. I honestly think Borrowed Time might be right on this eventually, but I think I'm just going to take the turn off, send this to the side. If you're not familiar with Foretell, you could just pay that cost later on. It's 2 to send it over there, and then you pay that Foretell cost down the road to just cast it. The caveat to that is that if you foretell it, you can't then play it the same turn. So that's something you have to be aware of. Not so much with that card, but with like Saw It Coming. If you foretell it for 2 and then on your end step they play something, you actually can't counter it with the counterspell you foretold. So I'm not going to do anything here. We're going to pass and probably just end a turn do this unless something drastic happens. Looks like he's pondering. Yeah, that's what I figured it was going to be, a Prismari command. Let's take a closer look at this card. Another egg. So here we go on the end step. We're in a deluge. I think we're just trying to get enough lands to get these off the board. He looks a little hung up on land. You actually might deluge in response. Nope, just negate. Unfortunately, we're a little ways away from being able to shut those off. So we are just gonna... Maybe we deluge here? Oh, I don't think so. The treasure token there really has me worried that another negator or something else. Maybe you just jam it there anyway, but I think nothing happening here is good for us. We once again try and get that land. There we go. So we'll get that. Yeah, this is a tough one. He's stuck on land. So maybe Mordenkainen is correct here. You already have a board wipe, but it's not a great one. Disdainful Stroke would be nice here. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm actually going to take the Disdainful Stroke. Another tough spot here. I think I'm just going to cast the Vanquisher's Horde to see if this resolves. It doesn't, so I was correct about that negate. This is going to cause some activity on the board, that's for sure. Nothing unexpected there. Still think we're in very good shape. We have the Epiphany. We can take a turn here. We have the Revelry to kind of keep us in the game. And we got pretty lucky there. Another tough spot. I think there's a lot here. I think we just Doomscar away this board instead of trying to get cute with the Sunset Revelry now. Alright, he's going to pick one of them up. care of the rest. So we have plenty of spot removal if need be. I really think the Epiphany here, especially if it gets us into a second one, or the land to cast the second one, that is. So let's start here. We did get there, so let's get to combat for 2. We're going to trade away one of them. No, we're not. And then we'll run into the other one here. This is why so many people think this card should be banned in Standard. It is quite powerful. Well, we'll attack back once more. No blocks that time either. I think this we just cycle. Gain 4 life and draw a card. That's it. I believe we end the turn there. The egg is back. He's struggling on mana all game. Easy 2 for him. It's not a terrible draw. Counter spells are always nice. We'll send it over to Foretell. And we can cast it for 2 at the reduction. But again, if he had a situation where he could cast something on the end step, we would not be able to cast that. I actually think we're just going to Borrowed Time, which is the current Banishing Light-esque card. Just comes in, exile something until it leaves. I think we just get rid of the 0/4 before it becomes problematic. He may return it again. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. We'll get in there for 4. Continue racing. And pass the turn. So we have 2 counter spells and a piece of removal. We're in a really good position. I think we just go ahead and get rid of this. We're just going to take 2 more. We'll begin our turn, and again another counter spell, so we're drawing really well. We'll send that over, and we will attack back. Something to be said there, maybe holding 1 back, but I plan to hold all the mana up anyway to cast the Deluge on the end step. So if need be, we can activate the cave. Turn that into a land, or a man land as we call it. 3/4 flying dragon. We haven't said hi to my dragon yet. There he is. He might have left us here. Let's take a look-see. Would be a boring finish to what was a pretty decent game outside of him being mana screwed throughout the entirety. I mean, we got to show off our cards and what we do, but looks like it's a pretty dull ending for us. Yeah, pretty certain that this game is over. Let's see what happens here. You never know, maybe bad internet connection. Yeah, and there it is. Bad internet connection. Here he is. He'll probably concede at this point though, because we have yet another counterspell for his Reckless Stormseeker. Yep, there it is. Well, that concludes our first game streaming here. Or not streaming, I guess recording, and then we're going to upload it to YouTube. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.